This genuinely might be the worst video that he's ever made in his history of over a year of making Dragon Ball debunks. So he made 2 points in this video, one about heroes. We're gonna skip past heroes because not only do I not give a shit about heroes, I don't know what the hell hero scaling is, so that's gonna be pretty much irrelevant. But what we are going to debunk is his claim that Goku is 2D.
Cosmology is factually that Toriyama exists on a higher dimensional plane above the entire flat 2D space of the narrative of Dragon Ball, which exists on a literal sheet of paper that Toriyama is drawing on. Goku's entire cosmology in the mainstream multiverse is capped at 2D, directly according to the author. So none of—
And this is why I said that this might be the worst argument of all time, because not only is he grasping at straws to try to make any argument to debunk Goku, his logic is generally the dumbest shit I have ever seen. Because first of all, he took this whole scene with Toriyama completely out of context. Because if you look at the dialogue of these panels, you can easily interpret that Toriyama is explaining how he writes Dragon Ball and how he draws the characters and the panels whatsoever. For example, in this one right here, he is simply explaining how he draws Dr. Slump and how he draws Dragon Ball, as well as explaining his thoughts of when he is drawing. However, this does not go with the conclusion that Dragon Ball is only 2D. Your claim is basically because it is being drawn on a piece of paper that it would be 2D. That would count for about 95% of fiction. Your claim is already contradictory due to the fact that in Dragon Ball, there are many realms that are dimensionally superior to each other, such as the Otherworld, the instant transmission zone. We already have examples of worlds that are in higher dimensions, which would directly contradict the fact that Goku is 2D. So this little statement from Toriyama does not prove that Goku is 2D. He's simply showing how he draws his artworks.
Place within a 2D space on an arcade machine hard drive made of zeros and ones on a computer. They're all even less meaningful than the 2D cosmology that Goku is normally living in. So if you take them out of these spaces, they can't even interact or perceive.
The Heroes game is directly stated as a time travel machine that sends them back in time and not just a 2D arcade game. However, that's all I know about Heroes, since I won't be able to say anything further from that.
Kai's world, who's cited as supersonic speed. Goku can't even catch him. Goku struggles for a long time to keep up his power level to a point where he can catch supersonic speed Gregory in 10 times gravity. That's nowhere near light speed, and we all understand that Goku with a power level of 8,000 took 27 hours to run 1 million kilometers. Light makes that same trip in just 3.3 seconds.
There is a difference between travel speed and combat speed. Goku has shown many times to have faster than light reaction time due to him being able to not only dodge light beams, but also have the reaction time to react to the solar flare, which is an instantaneous light-based attack. Also, Snake Way's distance is literally referred to as a legend, meaning that the distance of Snake Way could be way higher than 1 million kilometers. So not only does Goku already have light speed reaction time, there could also be a case for his travel speed being faster than light due to Snake Way being only a legend.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku firing a ki blast into the sun did nothing to that sun. The combined force of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan plus Goten and Goku fired on the sun, and it did nothing to that sun. Even combined.
Like I said before, there is no narrative reason for these characters to be using attacks that can destroy entire universes, simply for the reason that they are not intending to destroy universes. These characters in Dragon Ball can control what they want to destroy, and attack potency is way different from destructive capacity. Just because they have the attack potency of a universe doesn't mean they have to consistently show universal level feats. And most of these characters from the Frieza saga all the way to the Buu saga have multiple statements of being able to destroy universes. This is another classic comic creator moment of him strawmanning statements, ignoring context of specific scans, and just making up whatever claim he wants to, just so he can prove that Goku is somehow below universal. Also, I've been hearing that you've been ducking requests to 1v1 me. which is actually pretty fucking crazy. So this is probably the most pathetic attempt at debunking an anime that I've ever seen. Alright guys, this is gonna be the end of the video since I gotta go make me some dinner, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.